Greetings. In this video, I'm going to be covering the credit card processing transition that will take place on February 1st of 2018. So what is changing with our credit card processing? Beginning on Thursday, February 1st, all clinics will begin processing credit card transactions through North American Bank Card. This means that after the 1st of February, we will only use Care Credit Pro to submit financing applications and to take Care Credit specific transactions. When I refer to a Care Credit specific transaction, the card should have the Care Credit logo on it if you're going to run that through the Care Credit Pro website. Starting February 1st, all other credit card transactions, whether it be Visa, MasterCard, Discover Card, American Express, all of those will now be run through the North American Bank Card site, which you'll see a website listed here. It'll be vpost.epx.com. Along with this change, clinics will be receiving a new MagTech swiper. You'll see from the picture here, it'll look just like the swiper that you currently use with Care Credit. The only difference is the new swiper will have a logo on it that signifies it's the EPX swiper. So all of these swipers should be delivered by the end of this week, Friday, January 26th. With the new swiper, please just take it, set it aside until that February 1st date. Installation of the new swiper is as easy as unplugging the old one from the USB and plugging the new one in on February 1st. So you might ask yourself, well, what do we do with the old MagTech swiper? Well, with those, we are going to be setting those aside for now. Just do hang on to them if you want. You could place them into the box that the new one came in. But then in February, I will email further instructions to you on how to ship those back. So along with that, there will be a new website that we will go to process our credit cards. You'll see the website here. It will also be sent out in an email as well to you, but it is vpost.epx.com. Sign-in credentials such as your username and password will be sent to you guys in a separate email on January 31st. I can tell you right now the password, the initial time that you log in, is going to be welcome1, and that's welcome with a capital W. Once you have successfully logged in, I do want you guys to reach out to your support person to let them know that everything went successfully with your login. I will be sending you the support log of who will be the person you contact. You'll see that in the communication as well as at the bottom of this. So the new website, it is vpost.epx.com. This is what the login page looks like here. You'll see that it simply will ask for an account number and a password. You will receive an email from us. That email will have a digit, a numerical login for the account number. So you'll type in that numerical value, and your password is going to be welcome1 with a capital W. When we go through payments and refunds, once you have signed in, you will have the option, just like you do currently, to either take purchases for new payments being received or returning out payments that you may have taken previously. In the link here, we do have a video for a full tutorial on how to process payments and refunds. Along with that, in the email that you have received, there is a copy of the manual as well as the links to these videos. So along with payments and refunds, if you are using a barcode scanner currently or a swiper currently, it's as simple as clicking in the field. So I would click in the field here for the card number and then run it through the MagTech swiper. The only fields that you will be required to fill out are the fields that will have this asterisk symbol located next to the field. For us, the only field that we will have that will be required towards the bottom is going to say contact C number or customer C number. And I'll go over that here in just a minute. But if you aren't on diary management, I'll tell you what we will use in place of the C number. But when you are finished filling out the fields, you're going to click on credit card or debit card to complete that transaction. Again, we do have full links for a farther tutorial as well as the manual that will be included. So along with the email that you're receiving, there is a helpful checklist that I would like for all of you guys to print out and use leading up to February 1st. The first thing is, hopefully you've already opened it to see the introduction video that I'm going through right now. So you would check that you've seen this video. Next, you're going to receive that package. If you haven't yet, you will by Friday. Just checking off that you have that. Watching a training video on how to use the VPost or looking at the manual on how to take a payment. Logging in. So logging in, you will log in to make sure that everything went fine. Again, you'll receive that account number and the password will be welcome1 with a capital W the first time you log in. Next, you'll want to make sure that you would add that website to a favorite in your internet browser. And then finally, you would want to inform the support person that's dedicated to you that you were able to log in successfully. And then finally, just using that for the future. So from February 1st onward, we will use this new website. So you will see a support list. I have it here up on the screen right now. Based on your RSD, you will have a support person dedicated to you, and their phone number is also listed here on the table. This you will find in the other documentation as well that I've sent over to you. Any questions that you have on this process or any confusion or clarification you need, please do reach out to your support person and they will be happy to guide you through anything that you need there. So with that, I do want to show you the website and how you will log in that first time. So let me just bring it up here for us. So when you get to the website, and I'll zoom in so it'll look a little larger for us. So in the account field, you would type in the account number that will be given to you. And then in password, again, this is going to be welcome1 and the number 1. So capital W, ELCOME, and the number 1. And you will sign in. So once you have signed in, feel free to change the password if you would like. If you would like to change the password, underneath of the functions menu at the very top, you will see an option to change user password. So you would click in that field and it will have you enter that current password, which again for you guys is welcome1, and then you could enter your new password. And it will tell you your password has been changed. So then you can simply click continue. So taking a new payment is as simple as going up to the transaction menu and saying that someone is making a purchase. When you click on purchase, you'll notice that it has a screen here where we put the information. There is a button that you will see that says swipe. You could simply click in the field and swipe it through the reader. For me, since I do not have a swiper, I will be keying the card in, which you are able to do. You will need the card number, the expiration date, the amount that you'll want to charge. Notice the CVV field is not a required field. Now all of these other fields, they are not required, but feel free to put them in if you would like. Down at the bottom, you will have a field that will say contact C number. So in diary management, to show you, if you are on diary management currently, the C number is located on the top left-hand corner of any contact card. So you would see the C number of the patient the payment is for. If you are not currently on diary management, you will just use the person's name. And so in this scenario, I am going to use the C number here. So we'll type in C, and it is an 8-digit code. But if I was, in a clinic that isn't on diary management, I would put, the person's name. And that will be the patient's name, not the person making the payment. So if you have someone that's a married couple and the female keeps the maiden name, you want to make sure that the customer ID is the person the payment is for. Once you have that information, you'll see down here at the bottom, you'll need to signify whether that's a credit card or a debit card. So in this scenario, I'm choosing credit card. When I hit that, it takes the payment through, and this would be able the receipt that I could then print out. And you could print a copy of the receipt, get their signature, and then keep a copy for yourself if you would like. You would include these in your end of day, all of the payments that you received. It will tell you what kind of card it was that the payment was taken on, the last 4 digits. And then it will also show you at the top here what we call a BRIC. So the BRIC, or the BRIC, that is what you can use if you're taking a return. You'll notice that transaction and return, by default it will go under BRIC, and that would be the number from the original receipt. So you would type that in the same way that we did the credit card number, fill out your fields, and when you told whether it was going to be refunded on a credit card or a debit card, it would put the money back on. So that's just a quick little introduction into the website for you guys. But in terms of a farther, explanation or to check more of what's available to you, please do refer to the manual that is attached in this email or watch the farther tutorial video that is ran through YouTube. With that, again, any questions, feel free to reach out to your support person. You would see that by your RSD and their phone number here on the right. And we hope that this goes as smoothly as possible, but we are here for anything that you might need. Thanks for paying attention to the video, and I hope you will follow the checklist as instructed.